Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Diamond, your one-two assembly. And here's your host, Mr. Rowan.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to an assembly. A slightly different assembly this week because, very excited, we are in school. Right now, I'm in the assembly room. Really quiet, no children, but it is incredible to be here. And because it lets me see, and I hope it lets you see, that we are getting back to normal. Things are slowly getting back to normal. And this shows me that in September, we're going to be ready to have children back. Maybe not all at once, maybe just a little at a time. But we are working hard to get back to school. And that is exciting. Because I've missed you, you've missed your friends and your teachers, and it would be just so amazing to be together at this time. So please be excited. We're getting back, slowly but surely. So, welcome to our Thursday Assembly. I hope you've had a good start to your day. I hope you've worked hard in remote learning this week. I've seen some of the amazing things you've done. You're so creative and just so working hard. It's incredible. I'm really very impressed. So, Dudley says, keep calm, keep washing your hands. Why? Well, that's our assembly today. It's called Let's Not Be Scared of Coronavirus. And they're those horrible little coronaviruses. And today we're going to find out how to stay safe and think about keeping our family and ourselves safe. And learning that there's nothing to worry about if we're sensible, listen to our parents and adults, wash our hands, and keep safe. So, let's find out some more. It says here, viruses are very common. In your life, you're going to catch many viruses. For example, when you get a cold, that's usually a virus. And most people get a cold at least once in a year. You know that one where your nose runs and your eyes are sore, and you cough, and you just don't feel well. That's a virus. Coronavirus, or COVID-19 as it's called sometimes, is a new virus. So we don't know much about it. But we do know that it's like a cousin of the cold. Very similar to the cold. But because it's new, we don't have any immunity. We can't fight back yet. For children, much easier. You can fight it no problem. But for old people, it can be really difficult. We can do lots of things to stop catching coronavirus. We can wash our hands with soap and water and sing the whole alphabet song, or happy birthday 2 times, to keep ourselves safe. So washing hands is important. Cover your mouth with a tissue when you sneeze or cough, or maybe you could wear a mask. Sometimes people are wearing masks outside. Listen to mum and dad's advice. They will help you make that decision. Use hand sanitizer regularly. Squirt it on your hands, rub them, and you will be safer. If you or your family do start to feel poorly or sick, you might have to stay at home for a little while until you feel better. And it says, fun fact, having to stay home when you're sick is known as self-isolating. And lots of people have had to self-isolate. But it doesn't mean to say that they've been really ill. Most people just stay at home till they get better. You don't need to panic. If this happens to you, it's just to help the germs stop spreading. And that's what's important, to stop those germs. So, how can we be responsible? Responsible Rhino says, wash your hands. Don't stand close to people you don't know. Listen to mum and dad if they're giving you advice. Stay at home as much as you can. That's important. And listen to your mum and dad. That's most important. Mum and dad will keep you safe. Listen to their advice. Be responsible. So today we're going to hear a story all about a dog called Dave. And he's worried about coronavirus. And he's got a friend called Nurse Dottie who's going to help him understand and feel a bit happier about it. Because he's heard some silly things that just aren't true. Will we find out what happened? It's a really nice story. I liked it. And it rhymes, so listen for the rhyming words. See if you can spot them. There once was an owl called Dotty, with a uniform that was all spotty. There's a spotty uniform, and there's her name, Dotty. She works in a hospital up on a hill, looking after children who are sick and ill. And there's the hospital, and there's Nurse Dotty walking up towards it. Near to Dotty there lives a dog called Dave, who every morning gives Nurse Dotty a wave. Morning, Dotty! He's always got a big smile on his face. But this morning Dave doesn't have his big normal grin, because something is really worrying him. He's looking really sad. I wonder what's worrying him. There's been talk about coronavirus everywhere, and hearing about it's giving Dave a big scare. Oh no. It's on the TV, at home, and school, everywhere. Dave is worried that everything won't be okay. And there's Dave thinking about all the things he's hearing. He's seeing people at school talk about it. He's heard about it from adults, and he saw it on the internet. He doesn't know what's the truth and what's real. Dave is anxious, and Nurse Dotty can see that, so she decides to stop for a chat. Dave's still looking sad. There's lots of different and scary things being said, so Nurse Dotty wants to make sure Dave knows the truth instead. So she's going to tell him the things that are real and the things that are not real, to help him have a better understanding. And if we listen, we will have a better understanding. Nurse Dotty tells Dave that coronavirus is an illness that some people will get, but that most will not get really poorly from it. So there's Nurse Dotty. She's saying coronavirus is also called COVID-19. So he's saying that even though some people will get it, not everyone will get really sick. For most, it's like a cold or a flu. They might when it's cold. They might get when it's colder. But we should be careful to protect ourselves and those who are unwell or older. So people who are sick and people who are old need to be protected. And that means not visiting them, wearing masks when we're out, keeping our hands clean, and being very careful, listening to mum and dad. Dave asks if it's true that if someone has it, if they're coughing a lot. Nurse Dotty says coughing is a symptom, but it might not be coronavirus they've got. So there's the ducky, and Dave's thinking, oh, is it coronavirus? But no, people cough for lots of reasons. Things get stuck in their throat, they might have a normal cold, just not feel good, or they might have something like asthma, where they cough a lot, dust allergy, lots of reasons why people cough. It's not always coronavirus. So don't worry if you see someone coughing, just stay 2 meters away. That's quite a big distance. So let's see, 1, 2, a long way away. So, with coronavirus, they might get a fever and a bit short of breath too. But these things are also symptoms of a cold or a flu. So really, don't worry. Mum and Dad will look after you if you're not feeling well, and they'll make sure that you get the best treatment. So don't panic if you're not feeling good. It's not always going to be coronavirus. Nurse Dotty said washing his hands is the most important thing Dave can do. It should be for 20 seconds, or singing happy birthday twice through. So, what you need to do is, wash your hands, soap and water, and then, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Gary, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Gary, happy birthday to you, ta-da! And then your hands will be clean and safe. A really good thing to remember. Nurse Dotty said, so making sure you wash your hands is what Nurse Dotty thinks is the most important thing. This will help to try and stop him from getting coronavirus himself, and it's the best way that Dave can protect everyone else. Washing your hands protects you and your family. To be safe, if Dave gets poorly, he will have to stay at home, but his family would stay with him, so he would not be alone. So that's called self-isolating, and it only happens if you're feeling sick. Okay? If he's been near others who are poorly, then he will stay at home then too. There will be plenty of food and lots of games and lots of things to do. And there's Dave making a rainbow. How exciting. Many things have been cancelled and Dave will not be able to go on holiday. He also might see people let's start that again. Many things have been cancelled and Dave will not be able to go on holiday. Also, he might not see people he normally does at home. They might need to stay. So staying at home is really important. You need to stay at home and stay safe from other people. Some schools and shops have also closed to stop lots of people being all together. But just for now, keep people safe. It will not be forever. School's closed. And it won't be forever because look, Mr. Rowan's in school. Yay! Dave has a grandma and he knows it's a little bit, she knows it's a little bit old. He's worried because coronavirus is more dangerous for her, he's been told. But lots of people who are older stay at home and staying safe. And as long as we keep washing our hands and give them social distance, we can keep them safe. My mummy has been at home on her own for 12 weeks. She's been very brave. She's not been outside for groceries. She's trying to stay safe, and I'm very proud of her. Nurse Dottie says it may make her more poorly than it would him or his sister, but that is why she will stay at home and they will take what she needs to her. So there's Dave's sister taking groceries to Grandma, and that's really kind. If he gets coronavirus, Dave asks, will he need to visit Nurse Dottie in the hospital? Nurse Dottie explains that's not the case at all. So if you're sick, you don't need to go to hospital. Sometimes you just need to stay at home and stay away from other people. And most people will just feel a little bit ill and then feel better. If he's poorly, then home is the best place for him to stay, unless he needs some help. Only then would the hospital he would need to make his way. So stay at home is the best place for you. And you only need to go to the hospital if Mum and Dad think you need a little bit of extra help. Nurse Dottie explains that on TV and everywhere, people will say lots of things. But no matter what Dave hears, we are ready for what coronavirus brings. So all the nurses and doctors are ready to fight coronavirus and keep us safe. To everyone, safe is the reason that there are all these plans. All Dave needs to do is stay calm and remember to wash his hands. So that's the most important that you and me can do, is keep our hands nice and clean. Now Dave knows the truth. He's no longer scared. He knows what to do to keep himself prepared. So Dave feels happier because Nurse Dottie has explained it's not as bad as people think. If you keep washing your hands, you're going to be doing really well, and staying at home is important. So Dave learned lots of important things from Nurse Dottie. He knows to keep washing his hands, and if poorly at home he has to stay. But most of all, he knows he's going to be okay, and that's made him feel much better. And here's Nurse Dottie and Dave outside school, and it says, now to the children of WSO, we say don't feel so sad. Soon our school will open, and that will make us glad. We will see all of our teachers, friends, and classmates too. Now won't that be a special day for them, for me, and you? And yes, it will. It will be such a special day for us all, because we'll be able to go back to school. It won't happen right away, but it will happen soon. So, I want you to remember, things are getting better. Very super smart scientists are trying right now to find something to help us fight coronavirus even better. And it's called a vaccine. And if it means that if it ever comes to you, you wouldn't get sick. And that's something that's coming very soon, so that's really important. And finally, we should be cautious about coronavirus, but we don't need to panic. If we follow all of the instructions from adults, look after us, we'll be able to stay safe and we'll be able to beat coronavirus together. So remember, it's getting better. I'm in school. That means things are getting better. So keep calm, don't panic, and don't get scared of coronavirus. As long as you're washing your hands, staying at home and staying safe, you will be fine. And remember, we're diamonds. We're the toughest thing on planet Earth. We dream big, we work hard and grow together, and we radiate kindness and understanding. We're team players and build positive relationships. We are strong and we are proud. We are resilient and indestructible. Diamonds know the value of friendship. We are diamonds, and we will look after each other by staying home, wearing a mask when we're masked, and keeping our hands very clean. I hope you enjoyed our story, and your mission this week, I want you to keep home, stay safe, and keep washing your hands. That's your diamond mission. Keep those hands sparkling. And remember, if you've got any questions, mummies, daddies, children, drop me a message. This is my email address. And Dudley says, as always, stay home and stay safe. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you stay safe. But just before we go, I'm going to give you a quick look. And this is the assembly room. All just as you left it. Absolutely the same. And there is our diamond owl. And I just want you to remember that you will be back in school really soon because everyone misses you. Have a great weekend, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.